Hello, everyone. This is kind of like Murphy's Law, but to the opposite. The opposite, Murphy Law. They always say whatever can go wrong will go wrong. That's Murphy's Law. And then if you're talking about something and then it happens again, you'll either say Jinx, buy me a Coke, or Jinx, or that, oh, Murphy's Law. We always say that. But anyway, today, I was posting yesterday about Rush calls, not going to play the bass for the band Rush. Are they a Canadian band of 3 members? I believe that's correct. A lot of sound out of 3 dudes. Some of the concerts I saw of the 70s and the 80s, whatever. Wow, you can fill a whole stadium with that sound. And you think, wow, there's 3 little guys make that much noise. Well, it is kind of amplified, right? But anyway, Rush calls. Okay, right now, this is the Murphy Law in reverse, I guess, because this is something good that happened. Something that's good that is happening. Oh yeah, also, by the way, if you are an actor, sometimes they'll give you things like this. A Paramount shirt is not the 50th anniversary again, but you might get Paramount 60th anniversary, or maybe you'll get a Universal Studios shirt. They'll give you things sometimes. But this is about Rush calls. This is not episode 1 yet of the series, but I will put it in the series I'll put it in the playlist. Is that better? I'll put it in the playlist for the channel. I mean, not for the channel, but for the playlist for Do You Want to Be an Actor? How to Be an Actor. Let's Get to Work. That kind of thing. So this will be there. This will be in there. So what you should do right now is you should subscribe and hit that bell, because I just found out I may, good possibility, have a Rush call that will be coming up. They don't know if they need more people. They don't know how many more people do they need. It sounds like it's kind of going to be like a nondescript kind of a thing, where it's just going to be a vast sampling of the world's population. So it would be, sometimes I'll say we're looking for 15 Arab-looking men from this region of the Middle East. They're going to want people that look like that. A lot of times they'll start out with things like it'll be a movie, and it's about a Chinese movie, and they'll say you must be Chinese, you must speak Mandarin, or you must speak, what's the other one that's really big? Mandarin's number 1, I guess. In the other region of China, they speak a different language. They say you must be Chinese. You have to be 100% Chinese. You have to be Chinese. Your mama has to be Chinese. Your daddy's got to be Chinese, and their grandparents. Everybody in your entire family must be Chinese. And I need 10,000 people over the span of this movie. You must be from China. I'm going to put up 500 people in a ballroom. I'm going to have diplomats at the UN. Everybody there must be Chinese. 100%. Bring your birth certificate. Bring your family tree. Go to that 23, whatever it is, where they find you must be Chinese. Then later they say, okay, guys, we'll take some people that are from Vietnam, or maybe they're not from there, but their parents are from there, or their grandparents. You could be from Vietnam. Then I go, okay, guys, you can be Chinese. You can be from Vietnam regions. You could be Japanese. Okay, those 3 things. That's it. But nothing else like that. No guys like this guy. Then it's just a big call to say, okay, now if you've ever been to a Chinese restaurant, that's what it happens sometimes. They want very, very authentic, must be this. But these huge calls, sometimes they want a lot of different of the same. I've been on a couple where I was supposed to be a redneck American, like Nazi kind of guy. Well, do you see this, Shanaz? Do you see that big old Jewish nose? But that's what they put me on, because I'm a white guy, and I can be kind of towards the back and look like, I'm holding a sign. Down with people that aren't white. I'm a white guy. You're no good. That kind of thing. So sometimes it's very, very, very specific. And sometimes you must have a certain skill. You must be able to use those, was that a stenography machine? And you're going to be playing a court reporter, and there's 4 of you. Those are very specific. And sometimes those are done on rush calls, but a lot of times the rush calls are big calls. They used to call them cattle calls. Moo, moo. That's mean. You got to say cattle. Can you say cattle call? Can you call a person a cow? Moo. I don't know. That's a lot of bull. But anyway, so what happens is they have these calls, and it's really, really big. I was on some for where they're trying to fill a whole baseball arena. I was on Gridiron Gang. Remember that? Oh, it was hot out there with the Dwayne the Rock Johnson. I think he doesn't want to be called Rock anymore. Whatever, call me whatever. And just book me, I guess, is what he should probably change that, even though he's very, very famous. That should be basically his motto. Give me this and I'll do something. That should be his motto. Give me and I'll do. Okay, high rock. But anyway, so I was on that one, and there was a whole bunch of us. But if there was a pep rally, let's say, and it was for high school kids, they wouldn't put me on there. I think I was just under 50 at the time I was filming that. But they wouldn't put me there. So sometimes it's very specific. Sometimes it's so large, next to you will be an inflatable person or a cardboard person. They have those a lot of times. I was on that. I was on Seabiscuit, and we were playing people from that era. Was it the 30s, the 40s? I can't remember. And we were playing Seabiscuit, and we were in the audience. So that can happen now. So this is one of those kind of calls. The one that I just heard from. I just got a telephone ring, hello, how are you? People still do that. They still call on the phone. Can you believe it? On the cellular phone, right? My mobile phone. Please hold if you have a rotary phone. And there may be everything is unlimited, and no one really has a rotary phone anymore, I don't think. People don't have a landline for the most part. But anyway, they called me up because they're doing this production. A production in this industry. So what I was saying about being Murphy's Law, what happens is right now is a time pre-hiatus. Now we go on hiatus basically twice a year, the summer and the winter. So this would be the winter hiatus. They used to call it the Christmas hiatus, but you can't say Christmas anymore because that just makes people want to cry. Oh, you said Christmas. I was triggered. I heard Christmas. Someone told me jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells rock, and I almost had a heart attack. Okay, so not to make fun of them, but to make fun of them, that's very stupid. So if someone tells me, hey, happy Kwanzaa, I say, yeah, right on, happy Kwanzaa to you too. Whatever. Who cares? Right? Who cares? But they try to do all this work pre-hiatus. But after COVID happened and we got back to working, the hiatus kind of out the window. There was no long breaks like this. Now the breaks are not for people like me. The breaks are for like the regulars. And people say, man, these guys get 3 weeks off at Christmas time and 6 weeks off in the summer. Yeah, but they're working 50, hours a week minimum. A lot of them are working like 16-hour days, 5 days a week there on set. But they got to also memorize lines. They have to go to fittings. They have to go to, if there's any kind of prosthetics or specialized wardrobe or makeup or hair, they have to do all that. So they have to take a hiatus, so they're allowed to do that. Now, what happened here? Now, why is it so busy right now? Why are we about to get busy? Do I think, my own personal opinion, not based by anything. I did not check with SAG, AFTRA, or any of the other unions, the AEA or some of the stage unions. I didn't check. I'm just thinking that since we are coming out of 2 major strikes, one with the writers and then followed by the performers, they got behind. They were already behind because of COVID. They were years behind. They're 2 or 3 years behind because of COVID. A lot of really good projects will probably never, ever be made because of COVID. So what do? We say, okay, we're back to work. Yeah, let's go. We just got back to work. COVID was, 3 years ago? And basically just the last year was the year that we were not restricted by COVID. We're allowed to go trick-or-treating. We're allowed to do all kinds of fun stuff. We're allowed to say hello to people. We're allowed to sneeze. Okay, so we said what we're going to do to reward all of us for going against this pandemic. We're going to go on strike 1 and strike 2. Third strike was going to be the stunt persons union. They're talking about going to 3 different strikes. We strike against AI. We strike against this. We strike against streaming. Strike. But now they're saying, "Oops, we better get busy." Are we going to have a hiatus? Maybe not. But if we do, it's getting pretty close. It could already be here, actually. In the old days, it was right after Thanksgiving, because my birthday, a lot of times I never worked on my birthday because it was the beginning of hiatus. November 30th is my birthday. That's in 2 days. If you want to send me a happy birthday card, David, right there. Or if you want to tell me happy birthday and you want to send me an electronic greeting, you can do it right here, right there. So anyway, what happens is we go into hiatus. And now we're not going into hiatus. It looks like I gotta pause this so I can show something on here. I'm gonna show this to everybody. 1 second. Okay. All right. So hopefully that'll stay. Okay. So what's happening now is they are going to try to catch up. They can try to catch up. Now they don't do bad work. We don't want to use AI. During COVID, I would be sitting in one chair, like the little chair you had in school with the little whoop, and my sandwich would be on there, or whatever they gave me for craft service. It was all wrapped in like 4 layers of plastic and then a styrofoam, and I'd sit there, and the next guy would sit nine feet away. Okay, back to the real world. Woo, the modern, today's world. No rotary phone, none of that kind of stuff. This is it. They're doing a big project, it seems, and they need audience members, not just regular seat fillers where they give you like $10. Sometimes you'll see those online. $10 for 8 hours and come out and have a sandwich and sit. Some people do that. They will do that. Some people go in the audience of a game show. They'll go in audiences to watch. I went to the audience a couple times to watch Everybody Loves Raymond, because that was a fun show. I was already in Burbank area, and someone asked me, "Hey, David, do you want to come over here?" And I didn't make any money. I just did it for free. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty funny show, and and they were throwing some candy and whatever. So, audience. This is not audience work. It's not strictly audience work. So they have audience work, then they have a paid audience. The audience were no money. Then they have paid audience. Those usually about 4 hours long, and sometimes you make $60. So then they have regular actors portraying audience members. So that's different. So we're not just looking for anyone. It has to be people that are actors. Then we have some that are really featured, where they might say, I've had where they ask me a question. They say, "Hey, sir, what do you think about that?" And I think my line, if I can remember, it was, I don't know if I have an opinion. Yep, that's what it was. I don't know if I have an opinion. Was that on the Bonnie Hunt show? No, it was on one of those shows. But anyway, I don't know if I have an opinion. And that was, man, I was really sweating bullets. But anyway, that was my line. So they have that basic level, no money, a little bit more money if you're going to be in for 4 hours or whatever, and then they have regular acting money. But I believe this is some kind of either a fighting MMA project. I don't know. Have you heard of that? MMA, is that mixed martial arts or boxing? One of those kind of things. They're looking for people that can do that. So with that, they may also need people to go ding and ring a bell. Someone to say, "Get your cold soda pop. Get your cold soda pop." Those kind of things. A lot of times you can get. I'm not saying you will. I'm not saying, if you do this, you're going to get this. No, I'm saying I've been upgraded. Sitting there, I was upgraded on the Joey show. It wasn't actually more, but it was a little bit more money. But I was on Joey, and I was a laugher. Ha, 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 ha. And they looked at my look, and they said, "Man, this guy looks good for this. He has a good look for this." Was he good looking, or did he have a good look for this? Probably the second one. But they pulled me out of the audience, pulled me down there, and I got some extra money. It can happen. It happens. It does happen. So this, I believe, is either MMA or boxing or judo or wrestling. Is it could it be pre-Olympics? We're talking a lot about Olympics right now. They're going to have flag football. They have all kinds of different things this year. They're a little different. And we're having some controversy about if you're a man and you want to compete as a woman, or if you're an 11-year-old Chinese girl, do you want to compete as a woman in gymnastics because your bones are good and you're more flexible, whatever. Remember that big controversy? Yeah, Mary Lou Retton was sick. Doing better. They're saying a lot of people donated some money. She didn't have any money. She had no money. Mary Lou, where's your money? I think she bought too many boxes of Wheaties. So they're needing people to be in the audience. Now, how many do they need? I don't know. I've worked on some of these projects here, like, for example, the War of the Worlds with, do you know that guy, Tom Cruise? Have you heard of him? Tom Cruise, he was in that movie. And they did a whole bunch of people. So each casting company would be called and say, "David, not David, you," for my case, it was David. "David, can you get me 100 people to be a core group to go on the show?" And I said, "I don't know if I can get 100, but I'll see what I can do." And maybe I got 75. That's good. That's a good number. 75. I couldn't get the 100. But I got 75 core people that said they'll come every day that you need them throughout the filming of this. If it's 4 days a week, they'll do it. If it's 1 day a week, they'll do it. They're going to give you first priority, and they're going to do it. And then they might call me and say, "David, we have a really big call tomorrow. I know you have your 75 core. Can you get out there and see if you can get me some more people?" I said, "Okay, let me see what I can do." And I get another 100 people out there for them. Maybe even posting on things like Craigslist back in the day. So I don't know how many they need. How many do they need me to get? How many do they need Billy Bob to get? How many do they need Mr. Jose Gonzalez? I don't know. I don't know how many different companies are going to bring people into this, and I don't even know what it's for. I believe it's either MMA, some kind of martial arts, taekwondo, boxing, something like that, but they need audience members, and they'll probably need some other things too. So back to that. This will be a rush. I don't know yet. You know, we have holidays and we have delays. I believe they're going to let me know sometime next week. Sometime next week. That doesn't mean we have a week to put in for this. When they tell me that, hey, David, okay, I know the details for the rush call. I need 25 people for tomorrow. Okay, now if they let me know now, they're going to, let's say they're going to tell me Thursday next week that they need people for Friday. If they say I need 30 people from you, David, on next Friday, I can tell you right now, hey guys, guess what? Next Friday, not in 3 days from now, Friday, or 4 days, 3 days from now, Friday, the Friday after that. So let's go 10 days. In 10 days, they're going to need this. No. They're not going to tell me 10 days ahead of time. They don't give me any courtesy. They're not very courteous at all. I'm just kidding. Give us the money. Put us out there. We'll do it, right? We'll do it. You, me, I'll do it. If it's a SAG after production, I can do it. If it's a non-producing it, if it's a camera, I can do that too. If it's print work, I can do it. It's not going to be print work. It's filming. But so I probably cannot do it. I will not see you out there. If you're booked, I will not see you out there. So they're not going to tell me today, Tuesday of this week, that they need 30 people Friday next week. They're going to tell me Thursday afternoon. I need 30 people tomorrow. So back to that. What is that called, everyone? Rush call. So hopefully we will get that. Hopefully it's not 30. Hopefully it's 700. Maybe they need 700. David, can you give me 700? I'll try. Maybe if they only give me half a day's notice, maybe I can get 40. I don't know. But it depends on what they need. I don't know what they need yet. I don't know. Don't quote me on this. I never get quoted, really. David said, we may have a rush call. We may not have a rush call. They may scrub it. They may pushing to go that way, and a scrub. We don't want to scrub. A push is bad. Like let's say, okay, let's say I was film today. Hey, David, guess what? I know you're supposed to be there at 8 o'clock tonight. We can't use you tonight. Now, if they pull me all the way out and don't use me at all, they got to give me this. But they can tell me, hey, David, we can't use you today because it's raining outside. It's not raining. That's an example. It's raining, and there's an outdoor scene where you're supposed to be sitting on a chair under a tree eating a hoagie or a grinder or a sub. How many different names are there for a sandwich? You're eating this sandwich. So we can't do that. This actually happened to me once before. Wow. It was raining, and I said, well, I'll do the rain. I don't care. But they can't do the rain because even cameras, it's dark, and the camera makes noise. And they want me to go, fat guy eating a sandwich. It was a stretch, but I was able to pull it off. So that could happen. It could get scrubbed. We hope not. It can get pushed. They may not need people on a rush call. They may have booked everybody they need, and that's it. But this is a rush call. I'm going to pause this to give you a couple of simple instructions. It's so simple, even I can do it. Even I can do it. Yeah, I did it. I've actually done this. Simple steps. So this is not episode 1. I'm telling you that right now before I go over there to tell you the steps. This is not episode 1. Episode 1 will be next. This is a bonus feature to go into that thing. This is a bonus. And I'm going to post it right now. My manager would probably like to fix this up, but it is now 3:30 p.m. here, so it's 3:30 a.m. there. But I want to go ahead and get people ready to do this, so I'm not going to include the manager. He may actually. I'm going to publish this public. I can upload it and put it public, or I can put it private or unlisted. You know how it works with YouTube. So I put it private, and he sees it. He'll make a thumbnail like this. And he'll do the SEO, which is the search engine optimization. I'm pretty good at it too. I'm not very good with this, but I can get an SEO about 80 to 100, which is good. They say anything over 65 is good. So I can do it myself. But, he's better. He is better than me, but I'm good. I'm pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it around, and I'm going to tell you what it's all about. But the reason I want to do this now is that gives the more time you have to prepare for a rush call, the better. But this video is about rush calls. It's a bonus video called rush calls. I'm just gonna call it rush calls. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. Okay, I turned it around, and here we go. Are you ready? Here is your rush call to-do list. This is what I need you to do. Now, in the future, there may be more. I may say this is a rush call, and you need to have baseball caps. It may be a rush call. Hey, you need to have a long hair, men and women. We need long Caucasian type people hair. Who knows? It could be I need some African American people that like to watch the Dodgers. You never know what it's going to be. So here's rush call to-do list. Are you ready? It's long. This is a long list. So please get out a pen and paper and let's see if we can do this list. Ready? Together. Number 1, subscribe. People said that my handwriting's so bad I should be a doctor, but I think you have to go to college for that, or a pharmacist. Okay, there's number 1, subscribe. Number 2, click the bell. That's it. There's your list. Now, wasn't that easy? So let's go from the top again. Ready? Rush call, to-do list. What do I got to do? I hope this list is not too long. Oh, no. They're numbered. Number 1, subscribe. Okay. Number 2, click the bell. I can do that. Even David Gardner can do that. Even Dumb David can do it. Oh, here we go. So let's go and take a look at this right here. I hit the starting up button. It's now talking. This is the video, the first video on there. I mean, not the first video. This is the intro video. So we don't have a first episode 1 yet. So this is the video that I posted about this thing. See? How to become an actor and entertainer, blah, 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 blah. Oh, there. So here it is. Here it is. Now, people are asking, well, how do I do this? Okay, number 1, you can do this if you like. You can like it if you want. Then we go to the next thing. You can share it. You know, put on your Facebook, but don't share it with someone that looks like you because you don't want them to take your job. So, like for me, if I'm looking for a guy that looks like this, I'm not gonna tell anybody else about it because I am the guy. Just take it out here, Photoshop that right out and put me right in. Yeah, I'm right here. There it is. There's the guy you're looking for. So I'm not gonna post it. I'm not gonna send 30 guys that look like me to go on there. Now, if it's my 5th or 6th day on set and they need more people, additional people, then maybe. But no. So anyway, now I have this on my videos. So you can hit that button right there, subscribe. There it is, subscribe. So remember the step number 1, subscribe. All you do is go to my channel. You're already there if you're watching this. And you're going to hit that subscribe button. And when you hit subscribe, it will. Mine won't do it right now because I'm already subscribed. So let's see what happens if I hit it. I don't think mine will do it because I'm already subscribed to my own channel. Yeah, they always say, yeah, mine did not do that. So for me, it won't do it. But for you, it will. So if you hit the subscribe button, people say smash that bell. Smash the bell. You can smash the bell or click the bell or do whatever with the bell, select the bell and hit it. Hit that bell, hit the bell, ding, and it's going to give you a notification, and it's going to be fast. Now, guys, this could be really fast. I'm telling you right now. It could be something like, I've gotten rush calls like this. Hi, David, how long will it take you to get to Paramount? That's how fast they go so far. Hey, David, Jimmy Kimmel, for example. Jimmy Kimmel, hey, David, we want you on Jimmy Kimmel. Oh, really, when? Can you be here in an hour? Yeah, you'd have to take a COVID test before it. You have to go to Highland Park, take a COVID test, get back in your car, and drive over here to be naked, play a naked reporter with Donald Trump. You're interviewing Donald Trump. Donald Trump, remember that fella? But anyway, so that's what I did, and boom, and I made it. I was there in 1 hour. I got there in an hour. They film over by the Egyptian Theater, the Kodak, I think you know where that is, where it used to be the Kodak Center, it was Highland and Hollywood and Highland. Yeah, and I got there. So that's it, guys. That's it. 2 steps. It's long. I know it's gonna be hard to do this, but there it is. Rush call to-do list. Subscribe. Click the bell. There we go. And it could be as fast, like I said. That's really quick. Now, if it's that quick, they may not even call me, knowing that I'll probably have to make a video and get it out there. They may not have time for that. So let's get going, guys. Let's get to work. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. And as you can hear, my dog is barking. I got to go tell her to please, if you could, stop barking.